Chelsea have affirmed that they have finished the marking of Palmeiras young person Estevão Willian. For various weeks, it has been recommended that a major cash bargain has been in the offing, the Blues acting to battle off any opponent contest. Due to FIFA regulations, Willian cannot make the move from Brazil to the Premier League until next summer because he is 17 years old. In any case, Chelsea have pulled off an overthrow to wrap up the obtaining of the team, who will purportedly cost in the district of £56 million. Remarking on the marking on their authority site, Chelsea portray Willian as having previously constructed areas of strength for an in South America, as perhaps of the most thrilling ability around because of his skillful spilling and electric speed, causing safeguards a lot of issues in his breakout season in senior football. Regardless of his age, Willian has previously gathered 23 senior trips for Palmeiras, an amazing accomplishment given their remaining in Brazil. Willian has starred in Palmeiras' last 3 matches, first providing 2 assists in the 2-0 victory over Vasco da Gama. While his return of 4 goals and 3 assists is not necessarily that noteworthy, his most recent contributions serve as an encouragement to Chelsea fans. In the 4-0 win at Atlético Mineiro, the Diva got on the scoresheet, before he highlighted for 85 minutes in the 2-1 accomplishment over Red Bull Bragantino on Friday. Willian will join Ecuadorian ability Kendry Páez in doing the change to Stamford scaffold the following summer, the ongoing arrangement being for the 2 players to remain in the main group. As Chelsea noted while declaring Willian's appearance, any semblance of André Santos, Angelo Gabriel and David Washington are now present at the club. Moreover, reports have demonstrated that Boca youngsters protector Aaron Anselmino could before long be getting paperwork done for Chelsea, prior to being credited out to Strasbourg. In the meantime, Aston Estates' Omari Kellyman is likewise supposed to be near the very edge of marking in a shock £19 million bargain. One recent Chelsea target does not look like he will be moving to Stamford Bridge this summer. Chelsea are struggling to sign players who they have shown an interest in. While the Blues have managed to land Tosin Adarabioyo from Fulham, they have missed out on Crystal Palace's Michael Olise. The Athletic reported on Friday that Chelsea had pulled out of the race for Olise. However, the winger is not the only player who Chelsea are going to lose out on this summer it seems. As well as out wide, Chelsea have been trying to strengthen up front. It is to be expected, with the Blues finishing last season with Nicholas Jackson as their only recognised striker. Chelsea were believed to be extremely keen on Atletico Madrid's Samu Omarodian, but their interest in him now seems to have cooled. According to journalist Simon Phillips, the club are no longer pursuing the 20-year-old, while he was not eager to move to Stamford Bridge anyway. On his Substack, Phillips said, interest has cooled in Samu Omarodian after Chelsea believed his fee was too high, and Atletico Madrid were not prepared to negotiate down. The player also didn't want to come to Chelsea, leave his club. Another journalist, Gianluca Di Marzio, claimed that Atletico value Omarodian at €80 million. Chelsea already look to have moved on from Omarodian. Another report from The Athletic has claimed that the Blues have held talks with the representatives of Lille's Jonathan David. All things considered, David would be a much better signing than Omarodian, so this could be a blessing in disguise for Chelsea. At 24, he is way more experienced than the Atletico youngster and has a much better track record. Last season, for example, David scored 26 goals in 47 appearances for Lille, while Omarodian only managed 8 in the 35 games he played during his loan spell at Alaves. Chelsea are in the market for an attacker this summer, and after their pursuit of Crystal Palace star Michael Olise failed, a number of names have emerged as potential alternatives in the transfer market, including Athletic Bilbao's Nico Williams. The London club had been heavily linked with Olise, along with Premier League rivals Newcastle United and Manchester United. However, reports emerged on Friday that the winger has opted to move to Germany instead, and join Bundesliga giants Bayern Munich. Chelsea's links with Olise date back to his youth career where he spent 7 years at the club. They pushed to re-sign him 12 months ago, but the 22-year-old, who has been described as astonishing by BBC reporter John Bennett, instead opted to extend his contract with Palace and remain at Selhurst Park for at least one further season. According to journalist Fabrizio Romano, Athletic Bilbao's Williams was considered by the Chelsea board. He reported in his daily briefing that the 21-year-old was on their radar last year, but Manchester City's Cole Palmer instead emerged as the priority target. Chelsea have made contact in recent months to understand the conditions of any potential deal for Williams. What I'm told now is that although the appreciation remains, Chelsea are not advancing on Williams because of the cost of the deal. Romano claims that Chelsea have made contact with the Spanish outfit in recent months to gain an understanding of the player's situation and what it would take to complete a deal. However, while appreciation of Williams remains, it has been suggested that the significant release clause and wage demands would be too much for Chelsea at this time. Williams only signed a contract extension with his club in December, and it reportedly includes a €58 million release clause. The youngster isn't short of potential suitors, either, with Arsenal, Liverpool, Barcelona and Newcastle all among the clubs rumoured to be interested in Williams. Chelsea are reportedly interested in Hoffenheim forward Maximilian Bayer, but are not in pole position to sign him. The 21-year-old enjoyed a stellar campaign in the Bundesliga last term, scoring 16 goals and providing 3 assists for the German club. Bayer's performances have seen him called up to Julian Nagelsmann's Germany squad for Euro 2024, where he is yet to play after 2 games. And Sky reporter Florian Plettenberg has provided the latest on Bayer's future, claiming that the Blues have gathered information about him. The centre-forward, who can also play as a winger, has a €30 million £25 million release clause in his Hoffenheim contract. Chelsea with a concrete interest in Maximilian #Bayer, he wrote on X, formerly known as Twitter. #CFC have gathered information about the 21-year-old top striker from Hoffenheim in recent days. Bayer, with a release clause of around €30 million plus salary and signing fees. 16 goals and 3 assists this Bundesliga season. Several teams from the Premier League are pushing for him. Leverkusen also have him on their list. He only wants to leave Hoffenheim if everything truly fits perfectly. Understand that Chelsea is not in the pole position at the moment. Both his manager, Pellegrino Matarazzo, and Germany legend Miroslav Klose are great admirers of the talisman. As quoted by the Bundesliga website, the Hoffenheim boss described Bayer as a natural-born goalscorer. Above all, it is important for him to even get into positions from which he can shoot, said the American. He can manage that thanks to his dynamism and technique. You either have those genes or you don't, and Maxi has those genes to score goals. Meanwhile, the Germany legend recalled his time with Bayer in the Bayern Munich academy. Klose said, "I played against him in my first years as FC Bayern's U17 coach and his qualities were immediately apparent. He runs an incredible amount, works for the team and rewards himself with goals. I'm sure Julian Nagelsmann has him on his radar."
Never ever find the right words, and there's no way this is real life. There's no telling you're the right girl, so I can only say that it feels